I was almost crying. I had just spent the last 4 months working on something that no one could ever watch. I felt horrible, and I was really doubting about my ability to be an entrepreneur and a course creator. Well, that was just one of the multiple ups and downs that you have to deal with as an entrepreneur. Today, I will share with you 3 lessons that I learned after launching my first course in business. I hope that it'd be useful for you. But before we get into the lessons, let's start with the beginning of the story. The beginning. It was 2020 and I was literally locked in my house during COVID-19 lockdown. Without much to do and very bored, I was browsing online libraries to get into my next book. I didn't expect it, but I watched this book. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, What the Rich Teach Their Kids About Money That the Poor and Middle Class Don't. This book grabbed my attention. I mean, I had always wanted to be rich, and I thought that I knew what was the way. But I was born in a middle class family, so maybe I could learn something useful, so I decided to read the book. But I thought about the money part. My whole life, I had listened to this advice: work hard in a good paying job to be rich. And I had listened to it so many times that I thought it was true. Yeah, I was exactly following the classic script, study, work, retire. For example, when I was 16 years old, I used to put a lot of effort in the school and especially the grades, just because I want to go to a good university and study a good career like engineering. So I could work in a big company with a good position. This belief was so strong that I used to say to my dad that I want to be a boss or a CEO in a big company as soon as I finish high school. Please keep in mind that I said this when I was 8 years old. I was very brainwashed. My reality check. Anyway, Robert Kiyosaki in his book broke all of those beliefs that I had about money, and I learned that time is limited. So you better find a way to make money while you sleep, or you will have to work until you're dead for a paycheck. And that's a little dramatic, I know. But listen to the way I understand it now. Most of us don't really want money. Most of us want freedom. I mean, time freedom so you can decide how you spend your day, location freedom so you can decide where you spend your day, and financial freedom so you don't let that money be a constraint about the things that you can do or have. Which means we don't want $1 million. We want the freedom that $1 million will give us. We want to be free to travel wherever you want to go, be free to take lunch with your family and don't go to the office, be free to go to that amazing soccer or music event that you have always want to go. And now your budget allows you. But a paycheck will not give you that freedom. And here is where I differ from Robert Kiyosaki. A good job might give you a lot of money, but it will barely give you freedom. I mean, you need to find a way to earn that freedom, which you can do more efficiently through businesses or investments. My first business. So I was very excited about the idea of launching a business and being an entrepreneur. And as I was excited with the idea of financial freedom, I decided to launch a business around the topic. Therefore, my first business was about the exact things that I had learned from this book, with a bit difference. It was going to be digital. I mean, instead of selling a book, I will sell a course. Therefore, I spent the next 4 months building two YouTube channels, one in Spanish and one in English, with over 9 videos in each channel, two online courses with three different access levels, a blog with over 10 articles, a Facebook page, two Instagram accounts, and a podcast. Yeah, I put a lot of effort and work. Therefore, my expectations were very high. I really spent thousands of dollars in the first date. My first business failure. Anyway, the worst happened. Nothing. I mean, I didn't get a single view in any of my YouTube videos, nor a single like in Facebook, nor Instagram, and just a few page visits in my blog. I couldn't deal with it. I was very sad and frustrated, and very mad, a little mad and angry. I really thought that the algorithm played against small entrepreneurs and that the big tech companies want us to fail. I know, it sounds stupid, but I had spent tens of hours, actually 4 months, editing videos, writing content, learning about web design, building web page, and recording courses. And what result had I gotten? Anything. I was completely ignored. So I started doubting about my skills and my ability to be an entrepreneur. I really thought that maybe I wasn't good enough to build a course, to be in social media, or to get sales. And perhaps I should go back to the 9 to 5 path and just go to university and get a good job. Hopefully, God sent me a new book through a random Instagram post. This book was .com Secrets, the underground playbook for growing your company online. And this book gave me enough fuel to try it again. But that's another story. Three lessons that I learned from launching my first course. First, you can never fail completely. I really thought that my first business was a failure, but actually, that's very far from the truth. I probably learned more in those 4 months about business than in many years of high school. So, despite I fail at sales, it is impossible to fail completely. And I succeed at things like video editing, web page building, social media content editing, blog writing, course recording. And these skills are still paying me off, and they have been invaluable tools in my entrepreneurship road. Therefore, if you have already launched your first business and didn't work out as expected, don't think about the time and money that you lost, but about the skills that you are. I'm 100% confident that those skills could even be worth more than the actual money that you might have gotten from your first sale. Second, you only fail if you quit. Think about it. How many followers do you think that I would have if I had kept posting content for 2 years? Well, a lot more than those that I could get after posting content in my launch with. And the thing is that I may always have a successful business with customers if I had just continued doing it. But I didn't. So there have already passed 2 years and I don't even have my first customers. The reason? I stopped doing the right things because I didn't get immediate results. Remember, you only fail when you quit. Please don't fail. Please don't quit. Third, marketing is 60% of a business. I know that people often feel confused about what marketing is. It is usually because you are listening to the deep stuff without understanding the fundamentals. And marketing fundamentals can be reduced to one single sentence: putting your offer in front of the right people. And I say that it is 60% of a business because what could be the point of writing the best book, course, or coaching program if you barely eat in your garden? Exactly, nothing. But in today's world, with more options to consume than time to consume all of them, if you aren't actively working on ways to market your product, you are just putting your product under the earth. So keep in mind that you will need to spend at least 60% of your time or money on marketing and sales if you really want a thriving business with a constant flow of customers that you can help. Well, that is. I hope that you enjoyed the video. And I have a question for you. What are those lessons that you learned after launching your first business? I encourage you to write it in the comments. And I see you soon. Thank you.